Okay. Narayanam namaskritya naranchaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vacham tato jayamudirayet jitamte pundarikaksha namaste vishwabhavana namaste stu hrishikesha mahapurusha purvaja sadaksharam brahma yaishwarah puman gunormi srishti sthiti kala sallayah pradhana buddhyadi jagat prapanchasuhu sanostu vishnur mati bhuti muktidah तमस् समावृत्य तं शैलं सर्वतस्थितं तमश्च अंडकटाहेन समन्तात् परिवेष्टितं 50 कोटि विस्तारा सेयमुर्वी महामुने सहैव अंडकटाहेन सद्वीपाब्धि महीधरा सेयं धात्री विधात्री च सर्वभूत गुणाधिका आधारभूता सर्वेषां मैत्रेय जगताम् इति. So we finished with the fourth Adhyaya, wherein the description of Saptadvipacha Medini. So the 7 Dvipas, the 7 islands surrounded by the 7 Samudras were described. And then beyond that you have a Bhumi, a Tamas, which is completely unoccupied by anybody. And beyond that is your Loka Parvatam. There is a Kanchani Bhumi, that is, there is a golden Bhumi region wherein yogis want to go there and spend time, where there are no people at all. Whenever they want to sit and do a dhyanam, they go there, it seems. So beyond this entire structure is Bhumi, and hence she is called a Dhatri, Palayitri, Vidhatri. She also gives a space for people to be, and Vidhatri is Srishtikartri iti. She is also responsible for the Utpatti for so many things and the sustenance of many people. Sarva Bhuta Guna Adhika. Hence, she is also called as a Bhutam, Mahabhutam, which is more qualified, or which is more better than other Mahabhutas, because she is the Adharam for all the entire world. We finished with the 4th Adhyaya. Start with the 5th Adhyaya. 5th Adhyaya has Sapta Patala Vivaranam. Not all Patalas are not described in very big detail. Very few Puranas deal with the Patala description. There is a Naraka description in the next following chapter, in the 6th chapter. So Sapta Patalam, there are many differences between this and Bhagavatam or Vayu Puranam or any other Puranam. The nomenclature will be different. The names of the 7 Patalas are also different. So Atha Panchamodhyayaha Shri Parāśara Uvacha Vistara Esha Kathitaha Prithivya Bhavato Maya Saptatihi tu Sahasrani Dvija Uchrayo Api Kathyate. Vistaraha eshaha kathitaha prithivyaha bhavataha maya. Maya prithivyaha vistaraha bhavataha kathitaha. I have spoken to you about the expanse of Bhumi. Now, He Dvija, Saptatihi Sahasrani Uchrayaha Vistaraha Kathyate. Now, beyond that, you have 70,000. For about 70,000, there is a distance that is there for the Bhumi. I think it goes below the Bhumi for about 70,000 yojanas. And sorry. Prithvi's entire distance is 70,000 yojanas. So Saptatihi Sahasrani Uchrayaha Vistaraha Katitaha. So I have spoken to you about the Bhumi's Vistara, which is actually for 70,000 yojanas. It has been said, Iti Kathyate. You take it as people say that the entire Bhumi spreads for at least 70,000 yojanas. You can take it as 2 separate sentences. Maya Vistaraha Katitaha. I have spoken to you about the expanse of Bhumi. Next, that expanse, Uchrayaha, the height of it, is called Kathyate. It is said to be 70,000 yojanas. He Dvija. Dasha Sahasram Ekaikam Patalam Munisattama Atalam Vitalam Chaiva Nitalam Cha Gabastimat Mahakhyam Sutalam Cha Agriyam Patalam Chapi Saptamam. Daha Sahasram, Dasha Sahasram Ekaikam. Dasha Sahasram is 10,000. So 10,000 yojanas below. Ekaikam. One is 10,000 yojanas. Each one of those patalas are for 10,000 yojanas below the earlier one. Patalam to Patalam, there are 7 patalas, 7 lokas which are below the earth, and they are 10,000 yojanas in each. Okay. What are the names of those patalas? Atalam, Vitalam, Chaiva, Nitalam, Gabastimat. So Atalam is one, Vitalam is the second one, third is Nitalam, fourth is Gabhastimat, fifth is Maha Akhyam, ityukte Mahatalam, sixth is Sutalam, Agryam, Saptamam is the next one, which is the seventh one, is Patalam. There are many differences. You have Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. This is the common set of 7 that you will find in the other Puranas. But Vishnu Purana states that the 7 names that Vishnu Purana states are these. Shukla, Krishna, Arunaha, Pitaha, Sharkaraha, Shailakanchanaha, Bhumayo, Yatra Maitreya, Vara, Prasada, Manditaha. Yatra yeshu pataleshu bhumayaha he maitreya bhumayaha, the regions are all varaprasada manditaha. They are all decorated with the varaprasada, very beautiful prasada buildings. Manditaha, decorated. So the regions are all decorated with beautiful palaces, and those regions are different in color. Sometimes you have red sand, sometimes you have gravel, sometimes it can be a golden color of sandy beaches. So tatha atra narakeshu api vividhaha bhumayaha vartante. Shuklaha, white region, white flooring. Krishnaha, very dark region. Arunaha, reddish bhumi. Pitaha, yellowish bhumi. Sharkara is small tiny gravel. Shaila, very rocky regions. Kanchana, golden regions. So, etadrishyah bhumayah santi tatra patale. Teshu, pataleshu, the way he describes the patala, Swargadapi Mahiyanati. No, but he says, Narada went there, and when he was describing it to the Deva Sadas, Pulastya heard it, and then Pulastya gave that knowledge to Parāśara, right? So teshu danava daiteyaha yakshaha cha shatashaha tatha nivasanti mahanaga jatayaha cha mahamune. He mahamune Maitreya, teshu pataleshu danava daiteyaha nivasanti. Danavaha danusutaha, daiteyaha diti sutaha. So both Danu's children and Diti's children, Asuras, are staying there. Yakshas stay there. Shatashaha, hundreds of yakshas are also staying there. Mahanaga Jatayaha. Usually Rasatalam is where the Naga Sarpa Lokaha Vartateti. So the serpent clan also lives in these Patala worlds. Swarlokadapi ramyani patalyani iti naradaha praha swargasatam madhye patala abhyagataha divi. Naradaha swargasadam madhye patalat abhyagataha naradaha. Patalat divi abhyagataha naradaha. Narada, who came back to Swargam after going to Patalam. So he came back to Swarga from Patalam. Swarga Sadam Madhye, Sadaha is a member of the Sabha. Swarga Sabha. Swarga Sabha Sadasyanam Madhye iti. So Devanam Madhye, among the Devas, he spoke thus, iti praha. He spoke in this following manner, that Swargadapi Ramyani Patalani. Patalam is more beautiful than Swarga iti. Swarlokadapi Ramyani Patalani iti naradaha praha swargasadam madhye patala abhyagato divi. Ahladakarinaha shubhraha manayaha yatra suprabhaha nagabharana bhushasu patalam kena tatsamam. Patalam tat samam kena tat samam bhavittum arhati. Patalam tu yatra naga abharana bhushasu akhladakarinaha shubhraha suprabhaha manayaha vartante tadrik patalam vartate kena tat samam kuryat. So who can appreciate or who can find a place which is equal to patalam, wherein nagabharana bhushasu, this all these serpents have abharanas, they have ornaments. The ornaments, people are all wearing ornaments which have money, which have these gems that come from naga, from the serpents. So those manayaha, the gems that come from those are suprabhaha, they have a great shine. Shubhraha, they do not have any dosham, they are all Shubhaha. And Akhladakarinaha, Shubhra can also mean white, but here you take it as Shubhra is pure. They are very pure, dosha rahitaha manayaha, Akhladakarinaha. They are also very attractive. Tatha Nagabharana Bhushasu evam manayaha yatra santi. In the ornaments that all of these people are wearing, which have Naga Abharana, and the money, gems which are also attractive, which lokam can be equated to Patalam? Kena tat samam bruyat iti. दैत्य दानव कन्याभिः ईतः च ईतश्च शोभिते पाताले कस्य न प्रीतिः विमुक्तस्यापि जायते. विमुक्तस्यापि कस्य पाताले प्रीतिः न जायते. Who will not have a priti, who will not have an affection towards patalam, even if he is a person who is virakta, vimuktaha. Yadyapi saha muktaha, even though he is a liberated soul. Which liberated soul will not have an affection towards patalam, which is shobhite, which is shining, itastataha, here and there, with because of the ladies, kanyaha, because of the women folk of the asuras, that is Daitya and Danava Kanyaha sarvatra vartante itastataha, tarhi shobhatu adhika vartate patale. Patale tu pritihi jayate eva. So definitely there will be an attraction towards Patalam, wherein there are such beautiful ladies of the Asuras also moving here and there, and they are making this Patalam very beautiful. Shobhitam. The next attraction is Diva Arkarashmayaha Yatra Prabham Tanvanti na Atapam. There is no heat, nor is there cool. There is always normal room temperature which we can bear. So Diva during the daytime, Arka Rashmayaha, Suryasya Rashmayaha, Yatra Prabham Tanvanti. They give out light, na Atapam, but not heat. Shashi Rashmihi na Shitaya Nishi Dyotaya Kevalam. Nishi during the night, Shashi Rashmihi, the light or the Kanti, the Kiranam from the moon is not for cold, na Shitaya. It does not give out the cold temperature. Kintu Kevalam Dyotaya. It is only to light the worlds. It is not to give a cold. Usually nights are colder than daytime, right? Even it may be at least even 1 degree lesser than the daytime, even if it is hot. But still, that sort of a coolness is not given by the moon. Neither is a heat generated by sun in this world. I think because of the distance from sun and moon, probably. So, Diva Arka Rashmayaha Yatra Prabham Tanvanti na Atapam Shashi Rashmihi Nashitaya Nishi Dyotaya Kevalam. Bhakshya bhojya mahapana muditaihi api bhogibihi yatra na jnayate kalaha gato api danujadibihi. Danujadibihi bhogibihi, both the snakes, bhogi ityukte bhogaha is actually a snake skin is called bhogaha. Ahi twak bhogi, tasmat bhogaha asya asti iti bhogi. So a snake is called a bhogi. Bhogibihi Danujadibihi, by both the Danuja, Danoho Apatyaha, Apatyani, the children of Danu, who are asuras, Danuja, and Bhogibihi, by the snakes, which are all mudita. They are very happy by eating the bhakshya, bhojya, mahapana. There are so many very great things to eat, drink, and experience, bhojyams. A lot of things to enjoy there. So those snakes and the asuras who are all happy by eating and drinking the vastu that is there, kalaha gataha api na jnayate patale yatra patale kalaha gataha api. Even though the time has passed, they still don't know that the time has passed. அப்படியே டைம் போச்சே தெரியல அப்படிங்கிறாலே அந்த மாதிரி they have been enjoying so many things that they don't understand the passage of time. वनानि नद्यः रम्याणि सरांसि कमलाकराः पुंस्कोकिल अभिलापाश्च मनोज्ञानि अम्बराणि च. वनानि, forests, नद्यः, rivers, रम्याणि, these are all very beautiful. रम्याणि सरसः, very beautiful lakes. कमलाकराः, lotus ponds. पुंस्कोकिल अभिलापाः. Pumskokila is the male cuckoo, koel. The male koel's voice is sweeter than that of the female cuckoo. So Pumskokila abhilapaha, the sweet sounds of the koel bird. Manognyani ambarani, the sky is also, manognya is very attractive there. Bhushanani atishubhrani. Alankaranani to tatra atishubhrani, very pure and the kalappadame illada, sedarame illada alankarana vastukalla. You say, impurities have been mixed with the ornaments, golden ornaments. But tatha nasti tatra. It is all pure ornaments that are there. Gandha adhyam cha anulepanam. Chandanadikam tu tatra gandha adhyam. There is an excessive, there is an abundance of fragrance in the form of anulepanam, cream, like chandanam, etc. Veena, Venu, Mridanganam, Swanaihi, Apuritani, Patalani. The Patalas are also Apuritani, filled with the Swanaihi, the sounds of Veena, Venu, and Mridangam. Veena is stringed instruments, Venu is a representative of wind instruments, and Mridanga is Talavadyas. एतानि अन्यानि च उदार भाग्य भोग्यानि दानवैः दैत्य उरगैश्च भुज्यन्ते पाताल अंतर गोचरैः. एतानि अन्यानि च, these and other different kinds of udara bhagya bhogyani, those which are fit to be enjoyed, bhogyani, by those people who have an udara bhagya, who are very, very fortunate. Only by those people these can be experienced. These bhogyani, these enjoyments are bhujyante, they are being enjoyed by danavas, daityas, and uraga, by serpents, nagajati, who are residing, gochara, who are constantly, who have access to patalantara. Antara here is madhyama, madhya. They have the access to all the inner places of patalam, and by those people different kinds of bhogya vastu are being enjoyed here. Patalanam adhascha aste Vishnoha. Now we come to the concept here, right? Vishnu takes on the form of Ananta or Shesha, and he is he is below the Patalam, carrying all 14 worlds on his head. Now the next few shlokas are a description of Vishnu as Shesha. Patalanam adhascha aste Vishnor ya tamasi tanuhu शेषाख्या यद गुणान वक्तुम न शक्ता दैत्य दानवाः. दैत्याः दानवाः च यद गुणान वक्तुम न शक्ताः. Both the daityas and the danavas, that is the asuras, are unable to talk about the great qualities of this person. Tatha tasya Vishnoho, tasya Vishnoho ya tamasi tanuhu sheshakya patalanam adaha aste. Shesha iti namna vikhyata tanuhu. A form, a tamasi tanuhu. Vishnu's tamasa form called Shesha Aste is present adhaha, underneath all of these patalas. Tasya gunana vaktum athava tasyaha gunana yasyaha tanoho yasyaha sheshakyaha tanoho gunana vaktum daityadanavaha api na shaktaha. Even the asuras are unable to, because the asuras are present constantly in the patala, they should be aware of what sort of a personality this Shesha is. Even they are unable to talk about the gunas of Shesha. Yo anantaha pathyate siddhaihi devaha devarshi pujitaha saha sahasrashiraha vyakta swastika amala bhushanaha. This is like describing the iconography of Shesha. That is a Murti Swarupam. Dhyanam. For Dhyanam, this is ideal. Yaha anantaha iti siddhaihi pathyate. Siddhaihi, siddhapurushaihi Anantaha iti vikhyataha. He is called Ananta by all the Siddha Purushas. This Ananta, Saha Devaha, he is a god who is Devarishi Pujitaha, Devarishi Bihi Pujitaha. He is also worshipped by all the Devarishis like Narada, etc. and Sanakadayaha. Sahasrashiraha, he has 1,000 heads. Vyakta Swastika Amala Bhushanaha. He has a Bhushanam, like Kaustubhamani, which is a Bhushanam for Vishnu. Here, the Tamasi Tanu of Vishnu, which is Shesha, Ananta, he has a Bhushanam, he has an ornament, which is Amala, which is very pure, and Swastika. It has the Swastika symbol in his ornament. Phana Mani Sahasrena, Yaha Saha Vidyotayan Dishaha Sarvan Karoti Nirviryana Hitaya Jagataha Asuran. Now, what is the purpose of Shesha being underneath all of these lokas? Yaha Phanamani Sahasrena Dishaha Vidyotayan Vartate Saha Anvayastu Tatha. So, the one who Dishaha Vidyotayan, one who brightens all of the directions with his 1,000 headed, the jewels, the bejeweled head. Phana Mani Sahasrena, by the thousands of gems that are there on each of his Phana, hood. On the hoods of Shesha, he, with those gems, he brightens all of these directions. So, Vidyotayan Dishaha, Sarvan Asuran Jagataha Hitaya Nirviryan Karoti. He makes all of these asuras nirvirya, without any strength, so that it is beneficial for the world. Jagataha Hitaya. If they become uncontrollable, then there will be chaos in the world. So it is Shesha who is present underneath the Patala, and with his Mani Prakasha, he makes these the Madri Superman kryptonite வந்து it makes him weak and it makes him like a human அப்படின்னு இது காமிக்ஸ் படிச்சவங்களுக்குலாம் தெரியும், சூப்பர்மேன் மூவி பார்த்தவங்களுக்குலாம் தெரியும். Kryptonite is like that அப்படிப்பா. அந்த மாதிரி இங்க வந்து பணாமணி, சேஷாஸ் பணாமணி, it makes all of these asuras nirvirya. They don't have any strength when they are within this. Maybe when they come out of the patalam and without the influence of Shesha, they will become more strong probably. Right? So Jagataha Hitaya, for the sake of this world, for the benefit of this world, he keeps them like that. Mada Aghurnita Netraha Asau Yaha Sadaiva Ekakundalaha Kiriti Sragdharaha Bhati Sagnihi Shweta Iva Achalaha. Shwetaha Achalaha Iva Eshaha Bhati. He shines like a white mountain. So Ananta Sheshaha Itukte Nagaha iti, we probably keep thinking of some dark snake like that. No, Anantaha tu Tatra Shweta Varna Eva Saha. So he is like a huge white mountain there. Shwetaha Achalaha Iva Sagnihi, like a volcano. Like imagine a white volcano. So like that, there is Agni which comes out of his mouth also. Sragdharaha, he is wearing a mala. Srak is mala. Kiriti, he has kiritam on his head. Eka kundalaha, with 1,000 heads, he has only one kundalam. This is very surprising. I would expect some 2,000 kundalams on his this thing. இதெல்லாம் வந்து என்னன்னா மூர்த்தி தியானத்துக்கு it is very useful. சஹஸ்ர சிராஹான்னாலே he is அத்தனை வேதங்களும் அவருக்கு தெரியும். விஷ்ணுனுடைய ஒரு ஸ்வரூபம் தானே. சோ அதனால he is another form of சகல வித்யா.
ஒரு குண்டலம் per head இல்லையா? ஒரு குண்டலம் per head னு பார்க்க முடியாது.
அப்படிதான் நான் வந்து யோசிச்சேன். தெரியல எனக்கு. ஏக குண்டலஹான்னு காதுல ஓட்டுக்கிற மாதிரி நான் சொல்றாருன்னு பாக்குறேன். அப்ப ஏகைக குண்டலஹான்னு வரணும் இல்லையோ?
பாம்புக்கு காதுன்னு கிடையாது இல்லையா?
கிடையாது
காதே கிடையாது. மணி தலையில இருக்கு.
நாக்குல இருக்குன்னு அப்படிதான் படம் போட்டுருக்கும்.
வாயில இருந்து அக்னி வருது. சாக்னி வருது.
பட் ஐ திங்க் அட் தி சேம் டைம் அந்த மணி மாதிரி தொங்க விட்டுருக்க மாதிரி மேபி லிப்ல இருந்து வருது. இந்த காலத்துல லிப்லயே போட்டுக்கிறாங்க அந்த மாதிரி.
ஆனா இந்த சஹஸ்ர சீர்ஷங்கிறதும் இட் கேன் பி ரெப்ரசன்டேஷன் இருக்கலாம். அவ்வளவுதான்.
ரெப்ரசன்டேஷன் கூட the thing is projection. நம்ம மைண்ட்ல ப்ரொஜெக்ட் பண்ணலாமா? அந்த மாதிரி if we can project it by the mind, you can even make it look like it is there by Maya.
Definitely. ஆமா. மத ஆகூர்ணித நேத்ரஹ. His eyes are all agurnita is constantly or it is in a state of intoxication because of mada. He has Varuni with him. Varuni is the madam that asuras take away from the Kshira Sagara during the Mathanam.
Ananta is the same as Adishesha?
Yes, same. அதனால சேஷாக்கியா யஹ அனந்தஹ இதி பட்யதேன போட்டிருந்தார் முன்னாடி.
He need not necessarily அவர் வந்து ஒரு நம்ம இவர ராமானுஜர் பேருன்னு ஒரு ஆழ்வார் வந்து சொல்றார், நடக்கும்போது கொடையா வருவார், படுக்கும்போது படுத்துட்டு இருக்கும்போது படுக்கையா இருப்பார் அப்படின்லாம் ஒரு ஸ்லோகம்.
ஆமா, அவரேதான். இப்ப ஆனந்த சேஷன் ஆதிசேஷன்ங்கிறவர் பகவானுடைய படுக்கையா தான் இருக்கார். பட் அட் த சேம் டைம் he is also the person who, அதாவது you have to imagine Vishnu on this Adishesha. Adisheshanuடைய தலையில he is constantly holding all 14 worlds also.
Okay. So okay.
ஆமா. நீலவாசாஹ மத ஆகூர்ணித நேத்ரஹ அசௌ யஹ சதைவ ஏககுண்டலஹ. he only has one earring kundala kiriti sragdharah bhati sagnihi shwetaha iva achalaha, like a white volcano. The Fiji mountain was supposed to be a volcano, it seems. Japan la, it's now an extinct adu, but like it's a white mountain. Yeah, and the madri shesha looks like that. So Neelavasaha madotsiktaha shvetahara upashobhitaha sabhra ganga pravaho asau kailasadrihi iva aparaha. He is looking like Kailasa, another Kailasa mountain. Aparaha kailasadrihi iva sa abhra ganga pravaha. He Neelavasaha, he wears a blue color vastram. So that blue color vastram is like Ganga flowing. Mada utsiktaha is also very intoxicated here. Shvetahara upashobitaha. On top of that Neela vastram, he also has white mala there, which is like the white waves of Ganga. So sa abhra ganga pravaha kailasadrihi iva aparaha. He looks like he can be compared to Kailasa with the Abhra Ganga, with the flow of Ganga on top of Kailasa. That's how here Anantashesha looks like. So Neelavasaha Madha Utsiktaha Shvetahara Upashobhitaha Sabhra Ganga Pravahaha Asau Kailasadrihi Iva Aparaha. Langala Asakta Hastagraha. On his hand he has Langala. Usually for a snake it doesn't have a hand, it doesn't have ears அப்படிங்கிறோம். But there is also just as how we look at Himavan Asti Uttarasyam Dishi Devatatma Himalayo Namanagadhirajaha ityasti. Tari Himalaya Parvatasya tu Tatra Hasta. There are no hands for a Parvatam. There are no mouth or riddhi for a Parvatam. But there is a Devata Swarupam for a Parvatam, right? So that is why we say he married Mena, his child is Parvati, etc. When you approach it in that manner, then you can think of Shesha as having a hand with a Langala. Langala is a plow. Balramanudaya Ayudham. It is the Ayudha of Balrama, which is Langala or plow. Langala Asakta Hasta Agraha. In his hand, he has a Langala or a plow. Bibhrate. Musalam Uttamam, he also has a Musala, which is also an Ayudha. Langalayudha, Musalayudha, Halayudha, iti Balramasya Aparanama. Swayam Kantya yo Varunyacha Murtaya Upasyate. Swayam Varunya Murtaya Kantya Upasate. Kanti Varuni is the Madam. I told you, right? Just as how Amritam went to the Devas, Varuni is the Sura. Sura is with the Devas. The intoxicant that is there, alcohol that is there with the Asuras is called Varuni. It is Lalita Sasnamatlu, you see Varuni, Madhavihvala iti. So Varuni iti Madaha Tatra Murta Rupena Vidyate. Murtaya, it has taken on a form of a lady. Swayam Kantya Upasyate. She serves Shesha by herself here. So Kantya by form and by her radiance, she has taken on a Rupam here. Varuni Madaha, that alcohol. So it has taken on a form here and it is doing Upasana to Ananta Shesha. Kalpante yasya vaktrebhyaha visha anala shikha ujjwalaha sankarshanatmakaha rudraha nishkramya atti jagatrayam. Yasya vaktrebhyaha, from whose mouths, these 1,000 mouths that he has, from those mouths, visha anala shikha ujjwalaha. Anala shikha ujjwalaha. Vishanala is poisonous fire comes out of his mouth, and those poisonous fires, shikha, the front portion of it is ujjwala. It is very fiery. Tadrisha visha analaha tasya vaktrebhyaha nissarati. So this poisonous fire comes out of his mouth, and kalpante, at the end of kalpam, when you have to destroy the worlds, that Visha Analam actually is Rudraha. He is also called Sankarshanaha. So Sankarshanaha iti Vishitadvaita. Adavadhu Vaishnavattala ungalku Sankarshanan solru. Shaiva Siddhante tu tatra Rudraha iti asti. So Rudraha eva Kalpante, he is responsible for the Samhara. Or Sankarshana is responsible for the Samhara. So from the mouth of Shesha, you have a fire which comes out, which takes on the form of Shankarshana, or it is called Rudra. He Nishkramya, Bahiragatya, he comes out, and Jagatrayam Atti, he eats or he destroys the 3 worlds. Every day, only 3 worlds are getting destroyed, all 14 worlds do not get destroyed, right? Saha bibhrat shekari bhutam ashesham kshitimandalam aste patalamoolasthaha sheshaha ashesha sura architaha. Asesha suraihi api architaha. He is not only worshipped by the asuras, he is also worshipped by all of the devas. Asesha sura architaha. Patala moolasthaha sheshaha. Shesha is present at the end, moolam, at the base of patalam. And Shekhari Bhutam Kshitimandalam Ashesham Bibhrat Aste. He is there at the foot of Patalam, Bibhrat, bearing this entire Kshitimandalam, this Bhumi, as a Shekhari Bhutam, like just his, like a crown jewel for him. That's all. Anayasena saha vibhrat vartate iti. Tasya viryam prabhavascha swarupam rupamevacha nahi varnayitum shakyam jnatum cha tridashairapi. Even the devas cannot know or varnayitum or describe his viryam, his bravery, prabhava or power. Viryam is power, prabhavaha is also effort, swarupam his form, rupam. Rupam, swarupam na swabhavaha, his qualities. Rupam would be his physical form. Varnayitum api na shakyam, jnatum api na shakyam. It is impossible to know, let alone describe. So, tasya viryam prabhavascha swarupam rupamevacha nahi varnayitum shakyam jnatum cha tridashairapi, even by devas. Yasya esha sakala prithvi phana mani shikharuna aste kusumamala iva kaha tadviryam vadishyati. Who can talk about the power or the greatness of Ananta Shesha? Kaha tadviryam vadishyati. Sheshasya viryam vadishyati. Yasya esha sakala prithvi, this entire bhumi, phana mani shikharuna, being placed on her phana, and it is also Aruna. This bhumi is very reddish in color because it takes on the color of the Nagamani which is there on his phana, on his hoods. Phanamani shikhayam aruna iva vartate. So she is reddish in color, being placed on the top of the 1,000 hoods of Anantashesha, and it looks like a kusuma mala, looks like one beautiful, soft, weightless garland on his head, it seems. So kaha tasya viryam vadishyati. Who can talk about his power here? Yada vijrumbhate anantaha mada aghurnita lochanaha tada chalati bhuresha sa abdhitoya sa kanana. Earthquake is when Ananta Mada Aghurnita Lochanaha, his eyes are like swirling because of that intoxication. Vijrumbhate, he slowly stretches himself. Apopo, he will also become very ore position, like you can't stay in the same position. You will have to stretch yourself in certain positions, right? So as he stretches himself, tada chalati bhuhu esha. This entire bhumi shakes sa abdhitoya, along with the oceans and the waters, sa kanana, with the forests. This entire bhumi just shakes for a moment because Anantashesha expands himself or spreads himself for a moment. He stretches himself for a moment. Gandharva apsarasaha siddhaha. Then, yeah. Gandharva apsarasaha siddhaha kinnara uraga charanaha na antam gunanam gachanti tena anantaha ayam avyayaha. He is called Shesha. But in the chella peranu solluvom, epithet madri, it's like a pen name, agu per, that anvarthanama. His anvarthanama is Ananta. It is not a name for him, but it is an anvarthanama, a name that is very suggestive of his qualities, because there is no antam to the qualities that he has. Gandharvas may try, apsaras may try, or siddhaha, kinnaraha, uragaha, serpents, charanaha, that is another kind of beings. All of these people, yasya gunanam antam na gachanti, they are unable to finish talking about his gunas, his qualities. Tena tasmat karanat, because of that reason, I am this Shesha avyayaha, he is nityaha, saha anantaha, he is also ever present and he is endless. Iti. Yasya nagavadhu hastaihi lagitam harichandanam muhuhu shwasa anila apastam yati dikshu udavasatam. Nityam tatra nagavadhvaha swiyaihi hastaihi tatra harichandanam, they anoint him with harichandanam every day. Nagavadhu hastaihi lagitam, lagnam harichandanam, lagitam, you take it into lagayati, lagitam niti, nijanta. So the naga vadhu, the female, the serpents, they take chandanam, harichandanam in their hands, and with their hands they apply it to Shesha, Muhu, and but when they apply, he has this breath, right? Muhu shwasa anila apastam. As he is breathing, tasya shwasasya anilena apastam. This chandanam completely is removed because of his smell, because of his breath. As they are anointing him with chandanam, it constantly is also being removed because his own breath dries up that chandanam and it becomes like a soft churnam, and that churnam is apastam. It is removed, and where does it go? It goes and spreads to all directions. Dikshu, in all directions. Udavasatam yati. Udavasatam, it is like a fragrance. Udavasaha ityukte, Uda is udakam. When you mix that chandanam powder with water and you sprinkle in all directions, that is like paneer, you do sprinkling of all this chandanam water and all. Now this is the fragrance that is spread to all directions, because the Nagavadus come and paste it on him. He breathes. As he breathes, it becomes into powder and it completely is spread into all directions, and it gives a vasa or smell, a beautiful fragrance in all directions. Yam aradhya Purana Rishihi Gargaha Jyotimshi Tattvataha Jnatavan Sakalam Chaiva Nimitta Pathitam Phalam. Gargaha eva Purana Rishihi iti uktaha. He is the first and foremost ancient Rishi who has written about astronomy, about the planets and everything. Jyotimshi iti. So all about the planets and astrology, astronomy, everything, it is only Garga Maharishi who is the founder for that. So Yam Aradhya, Shesham Eva Aradhya, because Shesha Bhagavan carries all of these worlds in its constellation, with its constellation and everything. He, Garga Maharishi, worshipped Shesha, and Jyotimshi Tattvataha Jnatavan. He knew about the Jyotis, all of these stars and any luminary objects that are there in this world. He understood the concept of everything in this world, along with Nimitta Pathitam Phalam Sakalam Chaiva, and all of the Shakuna Shastram, etc. Nimittam ityukte comets and everything, and what are all the influences of these Jyotis in the lives of people. All of these things Garga Maharishi could grasp because of his aradhana, Shesha aradhana. Tena iyam nagavariyena shirasa vidhrita mahi bibharti malam lokanam sada sadeva asura manusha. Sadeva asura manusham. Along with devas, asuras and humans, manushyas, Lokanam malam bibharti. He carries this garland of lokas. All of these 14 lokas where devas, manushyas and asuras are living, he carries them very beautifully. Tena iyam nagavaryena shirasa mahi vidhritacha. These are two different sentences. Tena Nagavaryena, by that great serpent Anantashesha, iyam mahi, this bhumi, shirasa vidhrita, it is being carried by his head. Not only that, sadeva asura manusham lokanam malam saha bibarti. He also carries this, all of these worlds along with the people inside, like as if anayasena, like a weightless mala, he just carries them. Iti Shri Vishnu Mahapurane Dvitiyamse Panchamodhyayah. Narayanam Namaskritya Naranjaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vacham Tato Jayam Udirayet. Exactly.
Mahade, couple of questions in the 17th slogatla Neela Vasan irukaliya. That means he is wearing blue clothes.
Ama.
And the Vasansi adudhaan illaya.
Vasamsi da. Adha vandu you have to take it into Neelam Vasaha சோ நீலம் நபும்சகலிங்கம், வாசஹ வாசசி வாசாம்சி இல்லையா? சோ நீலம் வாசஹ யஸ்ய சஹ அப்படின்னு எடுத்துட்டோம்னா அப்போ நீலவாசாக இதுவாயிடுறது. சந்திரமாக மாதிரி வந்துரும் உங்களுக்கு
அப்ப
சப்தம்.
ஏகவச்சனத்திலேயே வாசாக தான் வரும் உங்களுக்கு.
எஸ்.
ஓகே ஓகே. அதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த
அண்ட் அதோட கம்பேரிசன் இன்னொன்னு என்னன்னா, பல்ராமனோட டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் எல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மேச்சக வாசசின்னு இருக்கும் அவருக்கு. இட்ஸ் தி சேம் டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் ஆஸ் பல்ராமா.
இதுல வந்து இந்த 11th ஸ்லோகத்துல என்னோட புக்ல வந்து ஸ்வானாஸ் தூர்யானின்னு இருக்கு. உங்களுதுல டிஃபரெண்டா இருந்தது. ஐ டோன்ட் நோ
எத்தனாவது?
11th. ஸ்வனைர் ஆபூரிதானின்னு இருக்கு உங்களுது.
ஸ்வானாகாவா? ஸ்வானாக தப்பா இருக்கும். ஸ்வனாகா வேணா இருக்கலாம். ஸ்வனாகா தூர்யானிச்ச.
ஸ்வனாஸ் தூர்யானின்னு இருக்கு.
வீண
அந்த அந்த இது இருக்கு, குவிவர் இருக்கு, அதுவா?
அது இல்ல, அது இல்ல. தூரியம்ங்கிறது இஸ் a kind of இது இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட்.
ஓ ஓகே.
there are 4 kinds of instrumento இல்ல 6 kinds of instrument. தமிழ்ல வந்து உங்களுக்கு 6 விதமான இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட்ஸ். இதுல வந்து சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துல வந்து 4 kinds of instrument. தூரிய அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து இட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ஒரு வாத்திய விசேஷம் தான். என்னன்னு எக்ஸாக்ட்டா எனக்கு தெரியல, பட் இட்ஸ் a kind of
இது அந்த பெர்குஷன் விண்ட் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் அந்த மாதிரி சொல்றோம், அந்த மாதிரி கேட்டகரி.
ஆமா.
அதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த இன்னொன்னு போகி சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, புங்கே போகின்னு வராதா?
அதுவும் வரலாமே.
அந்த போகி இஸ் டிஃபரெண்ட் ஃப்ரம் இந்த போகின்னு எப்படி தெரியும்? லைக் இப்ப இந்த ஸ்னேக் ஸ்கின் ரெண்டுமே சேம் ஸ்பெல்லிங் தானே?
இங்க ரெண்டுத்தையும் எடுத்துக்கலாம்.
ஓகே.
போகத்தை அனுபவிக்கக்கூடிய, போகத்திலேயே இருந்துட்டு இருக்கக்கூடிய தானவ தைத்தியாசிதி. So one who is இனி பிரத்யம் வந்து இட் இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் நித்திய இது சொல்றா இல்லையா, போகா சிஷீலம்னு அதுவும் எடுத்துக்கலாம். ரெண்டு கான்டெக்ஸ்டுவலா எடுத்துக்கணும். அதனாலதான் இட் லெண்ட்ஸ் பியூட்டிஃபுல்லி ஃபார் ஸ்லேஷா ஆல்சோ இன் சர்டன் கேசஸ். ஆனா போகானா ஸ்கின்னு ஒரு அர்த்தம் இருக்கு, ஸ்னேக் ஸ்கின். ஓகே,
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ஓகே.
15th ஸ்லோகால கூட 25th வந்து நாகவது ஹஸ்தை
லேபிதம்னு இருக்கா? லேபிதம் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ஃபைன்.
கோரக்பூர்ல அப்படி போடு லேபிதம்.
ஓகே, லேபிதம்னு இருக்காக்கும். இந்த திக்ஷு உதவாசதாம் கூட தேர் ஆர் சம் பாட்டபேதம் அங்க இருக்கு, வேற எதுலயோ கூட. திக்கு க்ஷோத வாசதாம்னு இன்னொரு ஒரு பாட்டபேதம் இருக்கு. அது கீழே ஸ்ரீதர சுவாமி அதை அட்ரஸ் பண்ணிருக்கார்.
திக் பட்டவாசதாமிதி.
திக் பட்டவாசதாம்னு இன்னொரு ஒரு ரீடிங் இருக்கு. அதனால அது எல்லாம் திக்குகளுக்கு ஒரு போர்த்தினாப்ல இருக்கு, போர்வ போத்தினா மாதிரி இருக்கு அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம் அது.